Yeah, well, obviously we've got to start with Trevor Lawrence at the top. I know that there's been some people saying, "Oh, is he the first overall? Is he not?" He definitely is number one. And whoever's picking as the Jaguars in our draft better know what they're talking about and better take him number one. Yep. Next, we got what I think is going to be Justin Fields. I think he's going to be actually Justin Fields or Zach Wilson. I think Zach Wilson's likely to go to the Jets. I mean, he's kind of a clone of Sam Darnold, so maybe not. Maybe they go Justin Fields. I know a lot has changed. Justin Fields was kind of higher up on that ladder after winning the national championship, or after playing in the national championship. Sorry, not winning. Mac Jones, get him out of here, okay? Mac Jones is not – I'm going to say Mac Jones is not worthy of third overall. He is not even a first-round pick, okay? If you're taking him within the top 3, Kyle Shanahan, you're insane. Mac Jones shouldn't even be in the first round. I don't even think he should be in the second round, maybe. Like, who knows? Like, I don't see it. And I might get called a hater for this, but I don't even see Mac Jones being in the first round. What do you think?
No, I mean, we've been hating on him for weeks now. I have a specific, issue with him being an Alabama quarterback and all that. But everything I read today was like prototypical size, all this stuff. We know how that's worked out in the past. I can go back before most of you were born and talk about Ryan Leaf being drafted number 2 overall, prototypical size, didn't do anything for him. But I agree with you. I think it's, obviously Trevor Lawrence, number 1. Zach Wilson, one of those guys that just had an unbelievable workout in shorts and, a T-shirt and a helmet. So he's vaulted up to number 2. The Jets are probably still hoping he's vaulting up one more spot and maybe they can get their hands on Trev. But I agree with you. I don't think that happens. Number 3 is where it all starts. They always have that spot in the draft where the draft really starts. A lot of things looking Trey Lance from North Dakota State, at number 3. It seems that Shanahan's really interested in Mac Jones, and then you have Justin Fields. So really excited to see who Book Ragtag is going to pick at number 3 for the 49ers, but we'll have to wait to get there.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this draft. I know that we have a ton of community members participating today. There's still a lot of teams up left for grabs. If we could get maybe a list of what teams are still available for people who want to take control. All I know is I'm going to be drafting with the Patriots, and also trades are possible in this draft. So you can trade up or down kind of depending on where your position is.
Absolutely. Right now, just looking at the top 10, Falcons are available, Bengals, Lions, Panthers, Broncos, who have a new quarterback. We'll talk about it in a second. And that's the end of the top 10. There's plenty other teams, Chargers, Vikings, Bears. We'd love to have somebody pick for the Bucks. They don't even need any players. So, they'll be picking 32nd.
Zelbin getting bold in the chat saying Devontae Smith, not even top 20. Aaron Bernstein says Devontae going at 18. Yeah, we'll see if he falls that low. It's crazy because he's been projected even as high as 5 or 6.
Yeah, I see him at 6 in one of these drafts I'm looking at now. So, yeah.
But,
yeah, so what did you think about just talking trades? What about that Teddy Bridgewater trade today? And does it impact the draft overall?
They only traded for a 6th round pick, which was kind of surprising to me. But the Broncos are picking at 9. So I'd say between him and Drew Lock, it's pretty safe to say that they're not going to be taking a quarterback as well. They went wide receiver in the 1st round last year with Jerry Jeudy. I think that their wide receiver core is fine. Tim Patrick is severely underrated. And they're getting Cortland Sutton back from injury as well. So I don't think that they need to go wide receiver. If I'm them, I'm adding an offensive lineman, either if they can get Christian Darrisaw or Rashawn Slater, one of the two there. And maybe like if both of those go, they could go down to Vera Tucker. But I think they've got to go with an offensive lineman at the number 9 slot, or trade down if one of those guys is still available later on.
Right. Yeah, no, there's a lot. It's an interesting pick, and I feel bad for Teddy Bridgewater, former Saint, because it looks like he's going from backup role to backup role all throughout the rest of his career. Another piece really quickly before we get to the draft, which I know you're all waiting for. Deshaun Watson, some information came out today. If he didn't have all his issues that are going on legally, that he might have been traded right before the draft or during the draft. What team do you think would have been a good match for him?
Yeah, so the list of the teams that's out here was the Jets, the Dolphins, the Panthers, the Broncos, the Bears, the Patriots, the Niners, and the Washington football team. Of this list, I have to say the clear-cut favorite has got to be the Niners. I think the entire issue was the Niners were just a quarterback away from a Super Bowl. Their defense was phenomenal. Their run game was phenomenal. They have better offensive weapons than anybody who was just listed on that list. I mean, between Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, if you put Deshaun Watson in that offense with such a good run game and such a good offensive line, I think the Niners are instant Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, I think that's a smart call. I think the Bears are another team that, tried to get several quarterbacks in the offseason. Will be interesting to see what our mock draft says with them, whether they move up or they stay where they are. But, I agree that the 49ers were the team. I'm a little surprised the Saints are on this list. It depends on if this list was made pre, signing our quarterback back or what. But, that there was huge Deshaun Watson talk in New Orleans all off season. Obviously, we would have had to give up a lot to get him, but so would any of these teams. The Panthers figured out what they're going to do. I don't think the Jets or the Dolphins were trading anything major just because of how high their picks were in the draft. The Dolphins even, traded back because, theoretically they have their quarterback already. So the Patriots, I just feel like, are not that team that are going to give a bunch of assets to get, a quarterback, but maybe Deshaun Watson's a different guy. Who knows?
I mean, I could always see Bill pulling out something on draft day where the Patriots move up to, like 5 or 6. Not necessarily saying that, the Bengals or the Dolphins are looking to trade, but I mean, I would not be surprised if the Patriots picked higher than 15 tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No. I think this is the year, although every year, and our two teams are, synonymous for trading back instead of trading up. But yeah, this could be the year. We'll see what happens. Starting next week, check us out on Monday, 8 p.m. instead of our regular Wednesday slot.